Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Frugal February. It's still quite chilly out, so I'm all snuggled up in my hoodie to keep nice and cozy. And I'm still in the echoey bathroom because I'm still talking about saving money in the bathroom. These are just a few things that I do. They might give you some inspiration. You might think they're silly or you might think they're great. It's, just take them. This is just a few things that I do that I have found help me save money day to day. So one of the things you can see behind me, I have a little radiator in my bathroom. Now, most of the time this is turned off. Our upstairs heating is turned off because we don't want to use the oil. We're on oil heating because we live rurally and the price of it has gone crazy. So we use it as frugally as possible. So what I tend to do is if it's really chilly and I don't think I can bear coming out of the shower because it's freezing, or sometimes because if the room is incredibly cold and then you turn the hot shower on, you get a lot of condensation. It looks like it's foggy because you get all the steam and stuff rising and mist, and that makes, like, if you've got your towel in here and your pajamas, they can get damp because of the mist in the room because the room is just so cold. So what I do is I will put the heating on just for, say, half an hour before I have a shower to take the chill off the room. And what I'll do is I'll make sure that the blind is shut and I'll make sure that the door is shut as well, so that the heat is just in this room to warm it up. And then I will turn that off and have my shower. And the room is obviously not as cold because it's been warmed up. But I don't have the heating on for long. I just have it on for that half an hour before I'm having a shower. So I sort of know in my head what time I'm going to have a shower, get organised beforehand, pop the heating on, shut the door. Shutting the door is the main thing, or else a lot of the heat will just escape out. So I sort of keep the room, because it's not that big a room, shut my blind down as well to try and keep the heat in so that it keeps warm for when I come out the shower. So that is how I keep the room warm for showering and how I keep my costs down in the bathroom. So that's the first tip, and I'll show you another tip now. So one of the other things that I do is when it comes to shower gels, now I actually saw this tip. I can't confess that it's mine. I will be honest, I actually saw this years ago, quite a few years ago, on a television programme. I think it was called something like Cheapskates or something like that. And it was showing the extreme measures some people go to save money. And this was some American ideas. And I thought some of them were quite good. So there was one lady, I'm not quite as sort of into it as she was, but there was this one lady who had a family and she gave all the children a set of measuring spoons. So they were only allowed to measure out and use so much of products, shampoo, shower gel, toothpaste, everything like that. So they had set measurements and that was all they had. So I've sort of done that, as in I use a small amount of shower gel. Like, this lasts quite a long time. I don't just tip it out and squirt it everywhere and have a big handful. I use a little bit and I add water to it, so I've got lots of soap, and I still get myself very clean. I use plenty, but I don't overuse it. I don't use, like I say, vast amount. I don't just tip and think nothing of it. I'm very conscious about how much I sort of use to every day to have a shower. This was actually a gift, and so I make sure I use my gifts because a lot of people, I notice, they'll think, oh well, I'll keep that, that's a nice bottle of something, I'll keep that for another gift, or I'll keep it for a special occasion, and then it stays in the cupboard, and in the meantime they're having to buy other products, whereas I'm just use everything and then I don't have to buy it. So I've been given it as a gift. This one a little actually goes quite a long way, and this has been on the go for about 3 months now, and I've still got a little bit left in the bottom. And as I say, I use plenty. and I use a lot of water, and nice warm water, and I mix the shower gel with water in your hands, and that'll make it go a lot further. So don't overuse your products. Be mindful of how much you're using. Think in your head, all right, I'm just going to sort of have a blob that size, and that's what I'm going to use, or 2 blobs of certain sizes, you know, to make sure I'm really clean. But don't just sort of tip it and squirt it so that you get like half a jar out in your hand at one point. So as I say, I only use a certain amount, and the same with my shampoo. I only wash my hair once. I always remember years ago, my mum had a twin tub, which was a washing machine. You used to have to wash your clothes by hand, and it had like a little spinner attached to it, so it would spin, so you didn't have to use a mangle, but she used to have to wash the clothes by hand, and you'd fill it with water, and she'd have a bar of green soap that she would shave bits into the water for the soap to clean. And she used to tell me that it was not how much soap you put in the water, it was how hard you rubbed the clothes that got them clean. And that has stuck with me for my whole life. And I find even in a shower, if you're using water, if you've got a flannel or a loofah or something, and you're having a good scrub, you get clean. You don't need to use half a bottle of shower gel or half a bottle of, you know, of product, or half a bar of soap. You could just make sure you rub. And the same with shampoo. I don't use masses of shampoo. I do have a sensitive scalp, so I don't like to use excess products. So I'll just use a small amount of shampoo and water, and I will massage my hair with my fingers and rub my hair to make sure it is clean. And then thoroughly rinse it out. I don't use conditioner. I haven't used conditioner, I would say, for the majority of my life. I simply find that it irritates my skin, and I'm very fussy with products because I have had a lot of allergic reactions, and some of my children have too. So I don't go mad with the products, and I always think that, you know, my hair's fine. It's going a little bit thinner now, which I think is my age, but it's always been fine. It's always been clean. It's always smelled really nice. I haven't had any problems with it. And yeah, I mean, I don't have trouble with lots of knots. Even when I had really long hair, I used to brush my hair before I had a shower, and that used to really help when I had quite long hair. So I'd brush it, and then I'd use a big comb as well. When I came out of the shower, rather than brush, I'd have a big tooth comb, and I would comb my hair as well. And that means I don't need to use conditioner to try and get any tangles out or anything like that. I used to find that works really well with me, so that's what I do. So I'm very mindful about how much product I use, rather than just tip it up and squirt. I just think in my head, I'll use that amount, and I'll make it go a little bit further. And if you add a little bit of water as well, that makes it go further still, but you still get all the bubbles and everything, so you can have a really good shower. And that is how I make things last. As I say, this has lasted me, and this is we've had lots of visitors over the Christmas holidays, and some of them have been using this as well. So this isn't even just me, and this has already lasted 3 months, and I can't even remember this shampoo. This is even longer. I mean, this has been going for a long time. I don't wash my hair every day because I find that irritates my scalp, so I tend to wash it every other day. When I was a kid, we only used to wash our hair once a week, believe it or not, and that's what everybody did, and nobody looked like they had bad hair, I have to say. But I don't know whether it's just different expectations, but now I do wash it a few times a week, but I only use a small amount of product, and yeah, that saves me money because I only have to buy this a couple of times a year. So I hope that was helpful. Just be mindful of what you're using, and perhaps only put your heating on for a little while before you have a shower, rather than just having it on all evening, and that will help bring your costs down in the bathroom. I hope that was helpful. Perhaps it sparked some other ideas. Please share your best bathroom money saving tips in the comments below, and until next time, let's all stay frugal.